Big Cheese here for Big Cheese Adventures, and we're gonna heat some water for our dehydrated meal on our stove. So, how do you do that when you're out camping? Well, first of all, let's get all the stuff out that we need. So, we're gonna use our stove. This is a MSR wind burner stove, and we like to be civilized, so we'll have that. This out as well. Our little dish towel. Got our pot there. Do need our teapot though. And we're gonna make a nice pot of tea here. This is made by Fire Maple in China, and I love my teapot. We are gonna need some fuel. So fuel for this camp stove comes in these canisters. Got a couple different kinds here. You got the MSR ones and the Snow Peak ones. These are all kind of empty ones, so I think between these we should be good. What else do we need? Do we need anything else from here? Eventually, we are going to need a teacup. I'm going to get a small teacup out, and I think that'll work really well. So, we got all our stuff out to boil our water and make some tea. And then we need to get some tea. Now, I use a bear canister for carrying all my food in. When you go backpacking and you're in areas where there's animals, and particularly bears, you need to keep all your food and anything that smells in this, because otherwise the bears will smell it and they'll come and eat it. And these things are bear proof, so the bear can't get in it. I use it because it's nice and convenient for carrying all my food. So got some chili mangoes for later. These are very yummy. I've got a whole bunch of bars and snacky things, but somewhere down here I have a bag of stuff to drink. Ooh, I think I might have some green tea. Or actually, you know what? I like this stuff. Jasmine green tea. That's going to be very nice to have before I have my dinner. Let's unpack the stove here and get it all set up. Alrighty, so there's the stove part. Let's bring a little Bic lighter to put inside it. Okay, so we got all our parts. So the first thing is, we want to make sure that the stove is going to be stable and it's not going to fall over, because a hot stove with boiling water on it could be really dangerous, and we don't want that. So make sure that we put this on. And I think where are we going to put it? I think we're going to put it right there is a good spot for it. So we're going to take the cap off, and we're going to put the stove on. Now these stoves have these little screw caps. They're really convenient, and the stove just screws into it. Now the only thing is right when it makes contact, it's going to go whoosh, and a little bit of gas is going to leak out, but no big deal. There we go. It just kind of scares you a little bit when you first do it. Now, this stove is really efficient, so it's not going to take long. So I want to get everything ready ahead of time, because otherwise it's going to boil and then I won't be ready. So let's open up our tea bag here. This is really nice green tea. I really like this. Okay, next thing is let's get our water ready and get our pot all ready to go. So we'll just pour some water in there. I think probably that's plenty there. That should be enough. This stove is very efficient, but you got to just make sure that it's going to fit on there, right? Okay, so that's all good. Now, lighting a stove is kind of nerve-wracking if you haven't done it before, because first of all, you got to practice lighting the lighter, and then you got to turn this on at the same time. And then you got to stick the lighter in there, and it should light. So let's give it a try here. We'll get this going. Whoops! And then I got to turn this on, and then you hear the whooshing sound, and there you go. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a wire there that glows when it's lit. You know it's lit when you got that wire glowing. And now you just put the stove on there. Let's cover it up so it cooks nicely. There we go. And now we just wait for it to boil. We've got our tea kettle ready, and now we just sit and enjoy nature here. I've got a lovely camping spot here. As you can see, the sun is setting, and I've got my chair, and I'm very comfortable, and life is good. Always nice to have a nice pot of tea after a day of driving around in nature and getting some fresh air. And there, it's bubbling already. Wow, that was quick. So just turn this off, and I grab this handle here. This one's got a little handle. Twist it, lift it up. I always hold on to this so it doesn't go in. And there we go. We got water for tea. Lovely. So that's how you boil water and make a nice hot pot of tea when you're out camping. Now, see with these stoves, it comes with this heat exchanger. So that means that when you got the fire of the stove going, it's really efficient. So these things work really well for boiling water. The problem is, it's about all they're good for. They're only really good for boiling water because you can't turn it down. It's either kind of full on or not, and that means you're either boiling or you're not. So when you go backpacking or camping, very often you're just boiling water and you're just adding it to your instant meals. So what you'll see in my bear tin, let's get my bear tin out and I'll give you a show of what I have in here. So I got my beverages. So I've got some hot chocolate, I've got some coffee, I got some mint tea, and then I've got some of these instant dehydrated meals. This one is Caldera chicken curry. This one is called Summit Savory chicken. Now these things are great because all you do is you add water, you wait 10 minutes, you add your hot water, you boil some water, and you just pull off this, and it's got a little Ziploc thing here. You add your water, you wait 10 minutes, and you can just eat it right out of this. It's very convenient for camping and backpacking. I've also got this. This is a Patagonia. This is a organic red bean chili. This is really good as well. The only problem with these is you have to let them sit for a while. They actually want you to cook them in the pot, but I just leave them to sit in this thing, and it's usually okay, but it takes a little while for the beans to rehydrate. So you gotta wait a little bit with these. So very delicious, but not so convenient. And then after that, I've got all sorts of just like little bars. I've got some fruit bars, a little grain bar, and let's see, what is this? This is actually a meat bar. This is buffalo meat with cranberries in it. These are really good. So got a bunch of different little bars. Those are really convenient for lunch or something like that when you're on the trail. I feel like I'm going to have this one for dinner, so I'm going to just leave that out for now. I'm going to put my chili mango, although, you know, I think I might open one of these and have some of that with my tea. We'll just have a little afternoon snack. Now, one thing you want to be really careful about when you're out camping is you got to keep all your garbage. So be really careful. Sometimes it's windy, and you got to make sure you keep your garbage. So always be careful about your garbage. And if you see any other garbage around, pick it up and put it in your little garbage bags. So I always have a garbage bag with me when I go camping. So that way, any garbage I find, I can just put it in there, and I can dump it out when I get home. I don't have to worry about it. Like it says here, when you go camping, you pack it in and you pack it out. So whatever you bring with you, you take out with you, including your garbage. Very important. So this is a really nice little garbage bag. I always have this with me. I just have it in the back of the truck. So I can put my garbage in there. And it snaps together nicely and has a little ring, a little hook here, so I can hook it on the back of the truck, and it's really convenient. Now, let's see how that tea is. I think my tea is brewed enough. Oh yeah, that looks lovely. Ooh, that's a little hot. I think I'm gonna leave it for a minute or two. Yeah, that's still a little hot too, but I'm gonna take it off of here now. Remember, it's just gonna go it's gonna go whoosh right when you unscrew it here. Or not. There we go. A little whoosh. That's fine. No problem. I'll just put that down on there. Put the lid back on here. That's so that you don't get dust or dirt in here, and you don't damage these threads, because if you damage them, then it's not going to make a seal, and then you're going to have a problem. So always put the caps back on and keep them. That's very refreshing. So that's how you boil some water and make some tea when you're out camping. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your camping, and remember, pack it in, pack it out, leave no trace, so that everyone can enjoy nature in the future.